Sometimes you gotta step back from the world and get lost in a book.
Greetings, beautiful soul, and welcome to my channel, The Optimist Hub. My name is Yanga, and today's video we are doing a what's in my bookshelf. I'm not sure if I should do this as a series. Please do let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, today we are going to talk a bit about this book right here. I'm literally just going to give you guys a mini book review of a book called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Now, I read this book about 2 years ago. I haven't read it again, but it's definitely worth a revisit, which I'll definitely do as soon as I'm done with my current book that I'm reading. I will show you a snapshot right here of the book that I'm currently reading. But yeah, I'll definitely revisit this book right here. But basically, yeah, this book right here, you guys, I'm not just saying this, but it literally changed my perspective. It changed my view on life. And if anything, I think it really pushed me to also pursue my dreams. Essentially, the book is about this shepherd who is in pursuit of a treasure. But before I get into that, okay, I got this book at Exclusive Books. I always get my books from Exclusive Books most of the time, unless it's a gift, which I do have books that I've been given as gifts, which I don't know where they've been bought, but in most cases, most of my books are definitely from Exclusive Books. I've also gotten some from a secondhand bookstore, and yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, guys, let's read the back, because I think with most books, if not all, the back page of the cover gives you like an idea or a summary or a synopsis, the gist of what the book is all about. So here it says that dreams are made to be followed. Life is meant to be lived. Some books are meant to be read, loved, and passed on. The Alchemist is one of those books, and I couldn't agree more. Okay, I would definitely gift this book to a friend, to an acquaintance, to family members, whatever, whoever you have a connection with. I'd definitely gift them this. And perhaps this could be a Christmas gift idea that you could give to someone who is a book lover and a book reader, of course, who is interested in personal development and personal growth esque type of books. But one thing about this book is it's a fable, right? And it touches on themes that are obviously centered around personal development, which is what I love. It is a story about a shepherd boy who has this dream of becoming a traveler. And because of his background and where he comes from, I mean, he was from a family that wasn't necessarily moneyed, but he always found a way, or rather he saw that being a shepherd was one of the ways in which he could be closer to his dream of traveling, because he always wanted to see the different lands and what they have to offer. And so he took upon this I suppose journey of becoming a shepherd, and in his journey he encounters an alchemist, a wise man who essentially tickles his brain with regards to, like, you know, him pursuing his dreams and saying, listen, you have this dream, this desire to travel, because it is part of your destiny, because it is written in the omens. Omens being a predestined plan or a vision or idea that has been I suppose bestowed upon you by the higher power. Essentially, that, just to summarize what the omen means in the sense. And I think also the first time I ever came across the word or the term maktab was from this very book. I've spoken about maktab in one of my previous videos. I think I made an entire video about the term maktab, which simply means it is written. Essentially, that's what this book also explores. It explores the idea of the fact that some things that you truly desire, that you yearn for, your dreams, your ideas, your visions, all of it is written. It is predestined. You are meant to have the dream, because it also wants you to have it. It's you need to meet it halfway by taking the initial step. And so this alchemist then says, listen, there's a treasure waiting for you, and the only way in which you can be guided to this treasure is to listen to your inner voice, to listen to your intuition. And so the shepherd did so, right? The shepherd embarked on a journey unknowing, right, of what he was, going to encounter, from Spain to Egypt. And in this journey, he goes through a lot of challenges, right? He goes through a lot of obstacles. The journey is not as smooth. He gets robbed at some point. He meets someone and falls in love with this person. He meets a lot of people that really, I suppose, play a huge role actually in molding him, in shaping him, in becoming the person that he is meant to be, in order for him to be ready enough, to be ripe enough to receive this treasure and to, I guess, bask in it, right? And to enjoy the treasure as well. And so yes, in his journey he goes through a lot of lessons. And I think the alchemist also told him that the pursuit of one's destiny or dreams and desire is their legend. It is their reason for being. It's almost as though it's their ikigai, right? Which I think I've spoken about also on this channel as well. Ikigai is a Japanese philosophy which simply means your reason for being, right? And so basically he, I think when he gets to this destination, he then realizes that firstly, he realizes his power. He realizes his power, the power of his mind, the power of his words that he utters, the power of being, and the power of really pursuing your dreams and your destiny. And that it's not always about the destination, because he thought that the treasure was there, only to find out that no, the beauty of life is in the figuring out. It's in the journey that you embark on. It really was the journey, because when he got to Egypt, he didn't even find the treasure. But I think the treasure were the lessons that he encountered, right? But what he found in Egypt brought him back to where he started. It brought him back to where he began, his home country in Spain, and in a place that is very, you wouldn't even think of. And I think I don't want to really give too much in case I spoil it for the people who want to read the book. But essentially, it also is a reminder that sometimes what we seek outside of ourselves is actually within. What we seek outside of our perimeters it's actually in the same space that we find ourselves in. And yes, let's say yes to the journey. Let's embark on the journey. Whatever is unbeknownst to us, it is really the joy of the unfoldings, the joy of the happenings, the joy of becoming and unbecoming. He learned a lot about himself, and he was so empowered by the version of himself that he then became in the process of becoming. And so essentially that's really just what the book is all about. I urge everyone to read. It was such a great fable. Again, talks on a lot of themes centered around the power of the mind, the power of your tongue, the law of attraction, manifestation, visualization, because you have to condition and program your conscious mind so that your subconscious mind is able then to attract whatever it is that you truly desire and yearn for. And really this book touches on on those themes. And yeah, I think with that said, beautiful soul, I truly hope that you enjoyed this video, and you do, if you haven't read this book, try it out. And yeah, with that said, please do let me know if you like the idea of having a What's in My Bookshelf series. And yeah, with that said, beautiful soul, may goodness and grace lead you to greater heights of success. Namaste.